Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to, oh my god, I should have written this out, really I should have. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Dawn and I work here at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to How to Pack Your Motorcycle. Part 1 was the list of what to pack. And so now we're continuing on with the journey. If you are just tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. You know what? Why don't we just jump right into it? Here's how to do it. Okay, first things first is do the math. Especially if you have a soft-tail motorcycle or a touring motorcycle, you're going to want to be able to adjust your suspension. Figure out what your load is going to be with the bike all packed up, and then adjust your shock accordingly. Not sure where to find that information? Of course, you're going to find it right in your owner's manual. And if you don't have your owner's manual, you can go online to h-d.com. I'm going to turn things up here so then that way it goes a little bit faster. One important factor, make sure you put this in a place where you're going to find it later. These two. The shock. Alright, so shock is adjusted, and because I've done this a couple of times already, I took a couple of times for me to figure out how to set up my bike. So now next step for me is the bungee cords. But if this is your first time doing any sort of long trip with your motorcycle and you're packing luggage onto it, you're going to have to figure it out. Do the best you can. Take it for a ride, try it out, see how it fits, and then if it doesn't work, figure out how to do it again. So let me go get my next step. Because when my 60-bar backrest is on the bike, it's hard for me to get the tops, the hooky thingies to go through. So try not to scratch my paint. So I just do it ahead of time. Makes it a little bit easier. So now that that's in place, now I can put back on my passenger pillion and my 60-bar backrest. Alrighty, that's all set up. Then we have the big bag that goes on the passenger seat. I would strap that into place, and then my backpack's going to go back here. That stuff is the lighter stuff. This is the stuff I'm going to need to access in case, like my rain suit, we run into some rain, gloves, maps, and this time around I'm also doing a tank bag. Now, like I mentioned in the first video, I've blogged about this before, and there's actually such a thing called the load triangle. The triangle that I'm talking about is made between the rider's head and the two axles of the bike. And as you can see in this picture, that's a wide base, and then at the top you want your heavier stuff on the bottom, which is exactly why they place the motor and the transmission right in the middle of that triangle, as well as the rider. And the further you go up, the less weight you want to have, because you don't want to have it too heavy on top, because then that's going to affect the handling of the bike and it's not going to make you any happier. So even though this is in the square middle of that triangle, look at all these geometric terms, right? You still don't want to put too much weight on that, because you've also got to remember this is kind of sort of, you're balancing on two wheels, so it's kind of sort of like a scale. You don't want to make that scale too top heavy either. So you want to pack your shoes, and like, say, I don't know, if you're taking a 2-liter bottle of soda that you can mix with your rum later on, you want to pack those in your saddlebags. Make sure that those are even weight on each side. And again, pack your saddlebag liners first, then pack your saddlebags. I can stuff this full and then try and cram it in there. That's not any fun either. So put the saddlebag liner in first, then pack your saddlebags. Lighter stuff on top, stuff that you want to be able to easily access. Probably this time around, since I'm taking all my camera gear and my laptop, that's going to go on in my backpack, which is going to go on the back on the luggage rack back here. So like I said, it's going to take some time to figure it out, put it all together, go for a ride around the block, a couple of miles. You'll be able to feel right away if that's right for your motorcycle, how your motorcycle reacts, because there's more weight on it now. Obviously you've packed it full of stuff. Again, remember that list I said you don't want to pack it too full. Space is at a minimum, plus you want to leave room for any souvenirs that you're going to bring home. Dealer t-shirts, always a fan favorite. What else? I think that's about it. If you have any packing secrets, if you've done this a time or two, let me know. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new stuff, then be sure to hit that bell. Until the next time, guys, stay safe and have fun.